I think with Love Techie, this is the most wanted or asked video. Pretty much every content creator would say this, but promise, this is like really requested one. This is about product management interview. I think preparing for product management is one thing, attending a product manager interview is one thing, and doing the actual job is completely another thing. So today we're going to discuss about how to approach the product management interview questions, how to segregate them, and how to intelligently answer them. So let's get into the video. When it comes to product management, there are a bunch of skills that is required, both hard and soft skills. When it comes to hard skills, you should be technical, you should know analytical skills, you should know, a lot of problem solving skills. When it comes to soft skills, a lot of communication skills, negotiation skills, and multiple other skills. Obviously, in this video, I will not be able to explain you about every single skill because there are so many skills and so many types of product management. Probably in the future, I can make different videos for different items that I just mentioned. But if you think I have to make a video about a particular thing, be it skills or type of product management, definitely comment below so I can make a video on that. So coming back to the topic, this video will more talk about how would you approach the product manager interview, where I will give you an example question and then go with the template and which framework you should be working on. So I'm very sure you've been browsing about all this all over the internet. There are quite a lot of videos, there are quite a lot of content around different types of questions. But there is one general and a very important question asked in at least 92% of the product manager interview is, tell me about your favorite product and how would you improve it? This question is particularly very tricky because of the reason that most of these features and products are seen and used by most of them, and the questions and suggestions and solutions are coming up on an everyday basis. So here, when the question is asked this way, I always prefer picking products like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, where everyone has some idea about how these products would work like. So here we shouldn't just stop with Facebook. We should pick a feature of a product and then analyze that in a further way. Let's say we are picking Facebook. Here we have to take a feature like Facebook likes. How would you adopt or increase people liking the post much more higher? So this is a feature which is like at least a decade old, and what are you going to bring into this is always a question an employer or an interviewer will have. So here is the part. When it comes to product manager interview, there is no right or wrong answer. Every question, every answer is based on a guesstimation and how you think, and that is what even the interviewer would love to see in you. Your thought process on approaching the problem, analyzing that, the whole journey, and how are you coming up with a solution. So don't worry about coming up with the guesstimated numbers or guesstimated population or guesstimated revenue or any financial transactions over there. Be very confident in your approach that if given all these information, I should be able to come up with the right solution. So this is the approach and the perspective that you are responsible to put on the interviewer's head. Okay, coming back to this question of Facebook likes. Whenever the question is asked, you have to keep two things in mind. One is the skills that I just spoke about, both the hard and soft skills, and what are the skills important for this question. The second thing is a framework. How am I approaching this question? There are multiple frameworks, product management frameworks, when it comes to problem solving. In this particular thing, you have to be a little more strong with numbers, little more strong with problem solving, and little more stronger with how would you adopt more people liking it. There are already billions and billions of users in Facebook. They know they will have to like a post when they are seeing a post, and how is that creating a positive impact on people who are creating content. So only that sort of motivate people to create more and more content, even if that is going to be for a very personal use. So those elements needs to be put on the framework, and it is not like you will have to pick a framework which is on the internet and you should only use that. You can come up with your customized framework which can particularly work for this question. In this case, it's adoption, it's analytical, and it is also about how you solve this problem of creating more content and creating that social impact. It is also monetization. When it comes to promoted ads, the likes also matters quite a lot on the monetization. The more traction you bring in, the more impression that you bring in, it's a more monetization for Facebook. So this is the kind of approach you will take, and segregate the answers into 4 or at least 3 different sections and answer them step by step. Always go deep into it. Put yourself out there and put all your skills or all your energy and all the memory that you have related to Facebook, the conversations you had with Facebook, all that you read about Facebook out there in the recent times, all that, bring all that inside this answer, so you can actually come up with a very defined solution. You always remember one thing, that there is no right or wrong answer. Even after all these interview process, you segregating these answers in your own framework, putting all your soft and hard skills, there is a big committee which would decide if you are really getting in or not. Because the roles are different. There are different types of product management, like I mentioned, growth, platform, API product manager, technical product manager, consumer product manager, admin product manager, so many things. So the particular role could be so different from the skill sets you have, and you might not get in. So you have to still figure out and make a lot of connection on LinkedIn and Twitter, people who are writing and talking about product management, and try to understand what exactly they are doing inside their organization. Let's say you want to get into a product management of Google, then you have to make friends or talk to them, network with them on the type of interviews they have. If you're seeing a particular requirement, you can connect with them and then ask them, hey, I did see this requirement, what kind of skills they would really need. So this type of preparation will keep you prepared for the interview. It is not like you just show up and you just answer the questions and you get it, and especially when it comes to bigger organizations. And even after all this is done, there are a good chance of you not getting into the product management, because of the reason that the skill set that they may require and how the interviewers have given feedback. It is not that one person would interview you and then you get in the job, and because it's 4-5 people who will interview you, and even if the 4-5 people are going to say okay and good to have, then you still might not get there. You should have one strong advocate that okay, this person will definitely make a difference, this person will definitely be a game changer. This role might not be yours, so you have to work towards this. It's a process. It's like a preparation of 2 to 3 months, and if you do that, connect right and prepare all the questions outside, and do a lot of mock interview with people who are inside the company, I'm very sure you can crack the product manager interview at least in 3 to 6 months. All the best with that. And if you like this video, definitely subscribe to this channel and also give a big thumbs up so that I will know you really like this video. See you all very soon.